And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode, I did a lot of nonsense, didn't I? Showed off the crafting. I think that's pretty much all I did. Found out what it means to be a paladin, a lot of self-healing. And continue the story. In fact, let's continue that right now. Today is a no-nonsense day. Let's continue the MSQ. Maybe something good will happen after we get out of Gridania. Alright, I'll use Sprint. It seemed like the waste to bring out my claw for this. I'm hoping that today maybe we can find a new dungeon, so new loot, or at least get out of Gridania. That's what I'm really hoping for. Okay, cast. Look out. Look out. Where is it? There it is. I appreciate what they're trying to do by making you do these emotes for missions, but I don't know. Alright, those are the ones corrupted or enhanced by Ramuh. I'm looking around. There are tempered, that's what it is, tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. That's what the Elder said last time, right? Oh, look at that. Now you're gonna run back and say nothing's wrong. You know what, you gotta do this. It does help build the story, you know, learning all about the Sylph and Ramuh and all that, but sometimes, just sometimes. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of an error, a little glitch, but stuff like that happens. Where am I going? Back to main base. Cool. Wait. I can just use return. Sweet, save me a little bit of cash. Well, the fact that I have a claw now. It's different. You know, I'll still use the chocobo on occasion. Don't worry, Chocobo's still here. Just want to use my new mount. Alright, now time to sprint. I need to level up my crafting game so I can get a decent looking glamour on all my classes. Maybe I should focus on that off camera. That's boring. That's the kind of thing I do when I'm doing other tasks. Alright, am I finally ready to leave this place? If it isn't Mechanist. How about the meeting with the Sylphs? Well, it took me a couple weeks, but it's done. And this is from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And, so long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. You know what, this just concludes this whole story. Whatchamacallit, the Empire, right? The Empire was the one causing trouble, but you know what? Gridania doesn't want to fight. The Sylphs who worship Ramuh don't want to fight. This whole place is the definition of, can we talk it out? You know, sure, you know, evil things happen, there's a forest full of monsters, but we can talk it out and get somebody else to do it for us. Whatever, it just shows that it goes beyond the Gridanians, it's all of Gridania. Anyways, rant over. The Elder Siege Seer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures? Isn't that a musical term? And in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will. We may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. Yeah, like, oh, I don't know, training up your soldiers to actually fight and take care of the Empire. Because they were able to make it so far because one of your own soldiers decided to betray the country, your Gridania, for a little bit of coin. Yeah, something tells me you got a lot to work on. And you don't have the excuse of, oh, I don't know, the Amalja and the Syndicate back in Ul'dah. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Give me some cash and let me get out of here. Ooh, what are those? Vesper Bay 8th rank tickets. instantly teleport to Vesper Bay. That means we're going to the ocean place, Limsa, I can't say the name. So good, we're done in Gridania finally. Cool forest, I like it when it rains, but I just don't like Gridania. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. You know, don't get me wrong, it's better to make friends than enemies, but you gotta be prepared to defend yourself. I mean, think about this. Okay, real quick, let me recap what happened. Gridania. Oh no, we're afraid the Sylphs are somebody Ramu. So instead of doing anything on our part, we're gonna get outside help to do it. In the end, the Gridania, or the Sylphs just, stuff happens, mostly due to the Empire, but thanks to the outside help taking care of the Empire caused by your own people, we're not spiteful. So, to summarize, the Gridanians are the cause of all their own problems, and they got outside help to take care of it. Now, let's take a look at Uldal's situation with Ifrit. People went missing. There was a syndicate involved. And I know, to be fair, technically I'm an outsider, but even then, they sent how many Flamesworn to help out? Sure, half of them turned out to be corrupted, but they sent soldiers to help. I was there as the main force, but they sent backup. Gridania? Nah, it's... Envoy of the Seventh Scion. They'll take care of it, right? They're supposed to deal with the primals. Why do we get bothered? I mean, we just stand around and do nothing. Sorry, Hopefully Lim Settlement's, I think that's what it's called, has a better storyline, because so far it's Uldal, man of action, or, people of action, but easily corrupted because of the syndicate. Gridania will hire outside help because apparently we can't do anything for ourselves. So what's Lim Settlement's, the ocean? Is it going to be somewhere in between? Is it going to be mostly corruption because they come from pirates? I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, sorry about that, taking care of those little glitches. I've learned to spot glitches so they don't turn into errors. The Sylphic folk have long been friends with Gridania, and the mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. Pained everybody to think that they had to fight. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Why didn't she have her own people take care of this? Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. So just another way to not take action. I mean, don't get me wrong, reversing tempering would help all of Eorzea, but you couldn't have sent your own people to do this, you had to get outside help again. But to be fair, they did mention in their little speech about remembering the war, how they still needed outside help to deal with everything even back then. Once again, I thank you for doing my job for me. Had the signs of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may have well led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Benfilia. Yes, thank you for cleaning up our mess because we can't do anything for ourselves. Get me out of here. Hello? Mechas, can you hear me? It is I, Benfilia. You don't have to address yourself. How many people have these transponder thingies? Ida and Papalimo. Papalimo? Papa. Returned some little while ago. And they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Yeah, because I had to do all the work. They sent Uldal, they sent soldiers to help. Didn't help that half of them were corrupt, but at least they still tried. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies. For now. And the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Yeah, like the latest flower arrangement for the next parade, thanking outsiders for the help. At the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Well, luckily we know how to get back for free. They don't have to teleport there anyways, but yeah. So we are done in Gridania for now. Good. I am sick of this place. Although you do have to go here for botany and archery, and for some reason, the Lancer job and white mage makes sense, but for now we can say goodbye. Alright, airship ticker, let's see, take me to Gold Saucer for free. From here we can go to Uda for free. Which means the only place we technically have to pay to get to is Limonsa. The ocean. I'm never gonna get the name right. I don't know why, just not going to. Back home in Uda. The desert, I hate the desert, but I like Uda. Alright. We were here not too long ago, weren't we, to become a gladiator. We did the gladiator storyline, to become a paladin. Honestly, not the place where I thought paladins would be. What will you do? Okay, wait, what am I doing? Look at that, 163 versus probably 800, I'd say, from Gridania. Whatever, let's move on. Let us move on. You know, I'm at a loss for words because, honestly, I got all my ranting out about Gridania. My thought processor is now preoccupied with other things. For instance, when can I walk the next class I want to play? You might be saying, what do you mean? Well, I really want to play Machinist, Dark Knight. I want to give Dark Knight a try. Really want to play Red Mage, but basically I'm waiting for Red Mage, Samurai, and Machinist. But I think you have to complete the MSQ to unlock those classes. I think you do, which means I really gotta power through it. Now, I know I could just do all this offline, but half the point of this game, or maybe not half, maybe 30% of this game is its story. I know the vast majority of it is... Wait, do I talk to you? Okay, Tataru. Oh, if this is my favorite adventure, welcome back. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar, please enter. Did you really have to tell me that? That's just wasting time. Sure, it's only like a couple seconds, but... You know, if you think of time as a currency, you just wasted currency. Oh great, big get-together. I'm given to understand the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. There was no issue. Actually, there probably would have been if Gridania was there. They probably would have wanted to keep talking, and they would have said, we don't trust you. It's like, why? All we do is talk. It's like, exactly. You're not people of action. The Elder would have died, they probably would have blamed the Gridanians, and war would have broken out. Instead, I saved the Elder, and it's like, oh, you're not bad. Can you also take care of the Empire? Already did that. Cool, we're on good terms again. Moral of the story, Gridanians, if you did a little work, just a little, you wouldn't have had a problem to begin with. Okay, now the rant's over, I promise. I fear it resolved bespeaks, that's a word, a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yeah, I mean, just because he's not a threat right now doesn't mean he won't be in a week when Gridania screws up again and asks us for help again. Yet I am both satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? What investigation? Well enough, Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alicia, I'm guessing that's the name, Alicea, actually, Alicea, say, Ali, Quite well. I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Ali has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl, we may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the report will serve you well. Now we're gonna try with that. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You still need my permission to act? I really need to work on a full set of armor. It's more noticeable as a paladin than my black mage. I really need to work on it. It's good to see you again, Mechanist. Yeah, because I do all the work. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12th Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. For now, put him on a separate list. So, who's next? The Sahagan? And Leviathan. Oh, okay, my bad. The Sahagan, whatever they are the Beast Folk tribe, and they worship Leviathan. I got it. I thought it was two separate things. You want to tackle the Sahagan or the Leviathan? The Lord of the Wall? Really? You took Wall from Whirlpool? Could have just come up with the Depths? Whatever. I appreciate it, but really has not answered his biggest call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. Huh, I always thought Leviathan was a girl. While the Sahagan, while the Saw, I'll come with a better name for him, remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity, that's good, of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating, we can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as my name, Ishtola? Is it E or Yi? It's probably E like Yggdrasil. Ishtola, it is as Ishtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. So basically you want me to go stick my nose into their business to see if they're planning on summoning Leviathan, and if they are, stop it. While hopefully at the same time not causing them to summon Leviathan because of my actions. Am I getting that right? That's probably the plan, isn't it? Let's see if I'm right. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste and prudence allows. Any word on Titan? Oh yeah, there's another one. Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. What? You may depend upon it. Indeed, so then of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. I'm not going back to Gridania! I'm just not! Wait, I meant Garuda. Oh, thank goodness. I do not want to go back to Gridania. I'm done there. I'm not going on another rant, I promise. It was the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. I have to go back. I thought I was done. Darn you, game. So many bombs to cover, well that there were more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for... Let me try this again. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practical solution. Whatever. There's somebody here. She's not wrong. Where in the world are you, Chief? Oh, so there is somebody else I haven't met. But one step at a time. Yep, where am I going? Not Gridania, not Gridania. Also, is that a staff in the background? I can't tell if it's supposed to be like that or if it's not rendered. If it's supposed to be like that, cool. If it's not rendered, why? Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You've earned it. I'm not going back to Gridania. Just saying, get somebody else to deal with Garuda. Not doing it. Are the Immortals acting up again? I'll go fight them again before I go back to Gridania. Is there something else, Mechanist? I'm not going to Gridania. Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why do they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. I'm not going to Gridania. Let's take advantage of the present lull in primal hostiles and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to Eek! That was touch we're going to now. Please tell me it's just a rowdy customer. I'm not going back to Gridania. I'm going back to Gridania, aren't I? Why? Let me go! A sylph? In Thanaland? I'm not going to Gridania. At long last, this one finds walking one Mechanist. I've been gone for 5 minutes. This one is most dependable on these ones. Is sent by Elder One Friccio to help walking ones. I'm going back, aren't I? This one is called Neuroxia. Sounds like a medication for sleep. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. They're the same size, why can't you be friends? Pleasure to meet you, Neuroxia. I'm going back to Gridania, aren't I? I don't want to go back. Darn you, sword. Yeah, I figured I did a mission in Ulda, I did one in Gridania. Let me go to Limsa. Let me go to the ocean. Hey, Thancred. I don't want to go back to Gridania. I'm sick of that place. The forest is beautiful. The people? So lazy. They want outside up, and yet they have warriors. Whatever. Miss Tartru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express anything else. Not all of us are forged from the same steel as you, I'm afraid. Well, yeah, I'm made of a special alloy I don't even know of. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. You know, as always with these things, something's gonna happen, I'll be the left one in charge and I have to rebuild the silence, aren't I? I've seen it happen in several games and stories where it's like, oh, you joined the Resistance. And everybody ended up perishing shortly after. Sometimes your fault, sometimes not. Luckily you're the main character, so you rebuild the order and you continue the legacy and blah 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 blah. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Mechanists drawn to the hope that shines within you. Though I am a paladin now, I'm very shiny with light. Yet darkness threatens to engulf this light. I know, I'm master of the void and dark magic. Never have I doubted the ancient present, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Oh, yeah, back from the wood. Don't send me back to the wood. I'm going back to the wood, aren't I? Darn it! I just so wish to get out of there. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. Mechanist, we must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so. Our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. I thought we were dealing with Garuda. At present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that wrecks the realm. If my fears prove to be a reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier I sent word to each company to solicit cooperation. Well, the Gridanians are easy at doing that because they do that all the time. The local flames responded to the effect that they have information on one potential sighting. Oh good, do I get to stay here in Ul'dah for a little bit? This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift in the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How do you go about the investigation thereafter? I will leave wholly to your discretion. I'm not going back to Gridania. Whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Mechanist. I'm not going back to Gridania. But at least I don't gotta worry about that. So, off to... yeah, back here. Only 100, don't mind spending that money. That way I don't have to, walk for an hour, just to cut it out of the video. Alright, luckily the flame people are right here next to the teleportation. Don't even have to waste a running on it. And through the water, because of course we do that. Don't care about who has to clean it. Flame Commander, I have returned. The masked man, you call on behalf of the Sarge, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near the eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at the high bridge described it in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago. Yeah, that's not suspicious. Slain by a marauding horde of... Not even going to try it. Kikir? Fate can be a cruel mistress. Yeah, that's suspicious. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair shares of travelers. Folk who are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. We could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru? That's a name. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he no doubt welcomed your attention, whether or not you have coin or the money to spend it. Alright, speak with Hihibaru right here. I like fast traveling. It's so nice in the game. And I guess kind of a stable point, but you'd be surprised what games still don't have fast travel that really should. And it's raining. Well, I guess it's not all desert, but still, shouldn't this be all like muddy and horrible to walk in? That'd be funny if a game like an MMO had environmental nonsense. Oh, it's raining. Everything, except for select creatures, are slowed by 10%. Just because. I mean, I know that's just a waste of programming effort, but it shows attention to detail. At least we're not back in Gridania, so I'll take that as a win. A win and a half? Maybe 2 wins, actually. Of course, too much winning is a bad thing, right? It has to be, right? I don't know what I'm saying. Let's continue the MSQ so my mount speed can go up. And so I can walk, hopefully, more classes to play. I don't know, I just became a paladin. I'm not complaining about that, I just want access to the 3 classes I really want to play and try out. Samurai, Machinist, obviously. The first class I wanted to play was Machinist. Then Black Mage. And then Red Mage. which I have a certain attachment to. Welcome to Highbridge. Adventure, whatever you seek, I, Baru, can provide it. Probably. How about information? You're after a masked man? I've seen 1,000 of the last day. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. That was a bad joke. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? And what are you off, customers? Such an individual might have featured in one of my many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, may happen to learn a thing or two, eh? Ooh, I get some red dye for this mission. Oh, it's salmon pink. Okay. I guess they probably only like 3 default colors, and I do see a little bit of pink in the top right corner, so the red can probably just means it's of, I don't know. There's probably reasons. When the Order of Gnawed Fall began excavating the ruins below, I don't need a history lesson, just where's the masked man? I had hopes that Highbridge would turn to a bustling hub for pilgrims. Thanks to the nigh endless beastman rage, I thought I took care of that. Folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owed to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. Good for you. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. So by the end of the month. Money won't do me any good, though. That's a good attitude. For my business to survive, I need business. Yep, advertising. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a shoveling merchant. The masked man? Bah. I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Does he really not sell anything? I would love to buy from him, help him out. I'm a good guy. I'm a good machine. I got a little bit of coin to spend. I spend it all on fast traveling anyways. I'd buy a potion. A little overpriced, I'm okay. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about in Fanland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination. But little is known about him otherwise. So you just confirmed that you've heard rumors. Great intel. Let's hope these other ones have a little bit more to share with us. And sprint. Kinda weird they have to cast sprint, but also kinda makes sense. And that's a long way down, ain't it? On the trail of the masked man, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. They said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's actually all I could say. So you know nothing. Just confirm that he wears a black robe after I have saw. Wait, I did see him, right? He was the one who tried to sacrifice himself to that spider scorpion? Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? Nope, I haven't. Nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kiki raids. But none of the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. So, you told me nothing. Do I have to go take care of these Kikis? Then you'll tell me some information? That's where this is leading, ain't it? I mean, sure, if I'll help the businesses and get me my information, I'll go exterminate a couple hundred. Just give me a half hour. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Nope. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier, but it's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. Relocate. I'll give you free passage. I'll help you out. The Kiki yeah, this is gonna end with me obliterating some Kikis. Are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone isn't orchestrating it all. You mean like the hooded mysterious man, La Habrea? I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Nothing would tell me you're a bad person. I promise to keep an eye for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. And that gave me some pink dye for some reason. I got time for one more quest. I finally got some honest to good information on your masked man in the second since I last talked to you. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll in the last second, minding my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff over at Falls Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man. I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. Okay, cool, can I donate you some money? As if in answer, some Kiki appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. And you pointed me in the right direction and confirmed my suspicions. Not only do I have to eliminate a bunch of Kikis, but the masked man is behind it. After the group had disappeared, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. How would you know? So what do you think? There's some sound reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the learning about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yeah? Now can I give you some money? No, huh? Darn you, game, don't put a strongly merchant in front of me and not let me buy his wares. Whatever, we'll finish up this mission and call it there. A lot of talking today, but you know what? We're progressing the story. Almost time for some action. In fact, from the sound of it, next episode, we'll probably be finding a lot of Kikis. Maybe a dungeon, and finding La Habrea. Or we're getting close. Where am I going? Okay, straight forward into a fate. Hope this isn't like that one mission where I had to find the poison, and there was a fate going on, so everybody was attacking me, and blah blah blah. If that was normal, that would have been okay, no problem. But something tells me I just had very bad timing. Okay, my destination is up there. Switch to combat mode. And light a fire in the rain. 'Cause sense, it makes it. Where's the enemy? Right there. Okay, let's do this. And you take a lot of damage. This is not even going to be a fight. And you're done. Or not. Now you are. Chill bash. And that was easy. Okay. That's all I came here for? Ugh. Maybe I'll have some information on the way back. I did all that, went to a smoke signal, did a smoke signal in the rain, you know how difficult that was, just for one man to appear, for me to impale him on my blade and say good day. You better have some more information for me, otherwise I'm not going to want to buy as much wares from him as I was going to previously. At least we're not in Gridania. Yes, I'm still going on about that. So this will probably be the last mission. It'll wrap up and set the stage for the next part of the story for next episode. Which is good, because hopefully next episode we can get some fighting. I've noticed by doing these episodes, about half, or, it's always a little bit of fighting, then a lot of storytelling, then fighting, then storytelling. It paces itself nicely. Back so soon, were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Okay, I guess I got a piece of paper, so it was worth it. Yes, the scroll. It bears a prayer to Walger the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Walger is the guardian deity of Alamigo. Alamigo? Alamigo, which is currently under Garvian rule. The Empire. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I wager my last gil, don't do that your assailant was Alamigan. That's a weird word to say. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. Now, that self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, no doubt, and darkness besides. I'm right here. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at High Ridge? Alright, I'm not going to start this mission, but let's see. On to Little Alamigo. Get some sunset orange dye. That sounds like a pretty shade. Let's see, Hibaru has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. Go talk to this old man. Which I will do next time. All I can say is, although not much was required, we did move the story forward, and most importantly, we got out of Gridania, and we did not go back to Gridania. So, overall, victory for me. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.